everybody. I'm so excited. This is my first live video, and I thought I'd just wear these glasses to see how cool they look, but they're getting on my nerves already. Okay, I cannot stay long, and I'm sure that you don't have all day to be looking at live videos on Facebook as well, so I just wanted to get to the point. But first, I plan on doing this every Thursday, so maybe we can come up with a name, like, I don't know, I was thinking Thursday morning tea, but then I would have to have tea, and I don't have any tea, so we'll think about that and we'll come up with a name, because I want this to be a community effort, all right? But some things I do want to do in the beginning is talk about yoga. Yoga is actually in this magazine as one of the 7 fitness trends for 2018. And if you've been following me, you know that I love yoga. This live video is not about yoga and how it can help heal your heart, although it's definitely a great tool. It's helping me. But I just wanted to let you know that it is one of the 7 fitness trends. And if you're driving around or walking around, I'm sure you're seeing yoga studios pop up everywhere. It's very healing and restorative practice. Also, I have over here a box. In this box, I would like to fill it up with letters from you. I think that writing letters and putting things in the mail is becoming a lost form, because we do have email, Instagram, instant messaging. But if you send me a letter, I'll put it in this box and we can read it. No hate letters though, only love. And I had a note in here. Oh yeah, that's what we just talked about. And I have another note, because I'll be speaking at a nonprofit on Tuesday morning. It'll be my first time speaking to or sharing my story and encouragement with a group outside of my work and Toastmasters. So I'm super excited. If I could just touch one heart, one soul, that's all I need. That's the whole purpose of this. So getting to the topic of broken hearts and how to heal them. Do you have a broken heart? Has your heart been broken? I would have to say yes. For me, it's been broken several times, and the reason that happens is because I give everything my all, and I know a lot of you out there are doing the same thing. We enter into situations and we give it our heart. Now, when I'm talking about heartbreak, I'm not just talking about significant others. I'm talking about friends, family, the job, your career. My career has broken my heart on several occasions. I'm in there giving my all and I'm not getting anything much in return. Now, why is healing your heart so important? Anybody? I'll tell you. Healing your heart is so very important because there are a lot of people walking around with broken hearts. And when they do that, the energy that they're projecting is from their broken heart, a place of hurt, a place of feeling inferior. And negative emotions breathe negative energy. Negative energy breathes negative emotions. Having a broken heart could cause you to lash out at the cashier or have anxiety or depression. Absolutely. They go hand in hand. So healing your heart is so important, not only for yourself, but for your family, for your community, for anyone you come in contact with. It's so important. All right, so let's get to it. Now, I'm going to talk about preventative measures, because that's the best way to heal anything, right? Is to hit it head on, prepare for it so that when it comes, you're not shocked and you can recover better. Now, I hit rock bottom. Many years ago, I was in a relationship for about 5 years. I lived and breathed this man. I worked with him. We lived together, everything, and then it dissolved. And I was literally at rock bottom. I went back to my parents' house. Fortunately enough, they were there for me. But I told them, I said, look, I want to live in the basement. Literally, rock bottom. I had a room upstairs, but I said, you know what? No, I want to stay in the basement. And I cried. and I slept and I cried. And if you saw a picture of me back then, I looked like, you think I'm skinny now, I looked like a rail. I was even skinnier. It was really, really bad. And then one day I got up and I said, you know what? I gotta stop. I have to do something with my life. My life cannot just end here. I think I was in my 20s or something. So I was like, well, what can I do? What can I do? And I started crocheting. I opened up an online business and I crocheted hats, but my heart hadn't healed yet. And I went through life and I had, anxiety. I was mean. I was a mean person. I was not a good person to be around, no matter how hard I tried. So I don't want you to get there. And if you've been there, I'm so sorry that happened. So let's talk about how to sort of brace ourselves or prepare ourselves for when it may happen again. Your job may disappoint you again. Yeah, your loved one may disappoint you again and break your heart. So how do we prepare for this? Do we walk around and say, no, don't break my heart, don't break my heart? No. What we do is we find practical ways to increase our happiness. No retreat. You don't have to read a book, meditate. I know all of these things are great and wonderful. They absolutely are. But me and a lot of you out there are single working moms. We are juggling. We're heading the household. We're doing what needs to get done. And a lot of times we don't have time to go on a retreat. We would miss our kid, or meditating. Meditating only takes like 5 or 10 minutes, but maybe you cannot even find that some days. So this is something that I want you to focus on, increasing happiness through all 5 senses in practical ways. Now, although I focus on single moms because I am one and that's my passion, all of us can use a little bit more happiness. I was at a smoothie shop the other day and I was expecting smiles and, greetings and welcome because they're making smoothies. These things are relatively easy to make and they're super healthy for you. Well, I went into the smoothie store. The girl behind the counter barely looked at me. She slid my drink across the counter. Didn't even wish me a happy day or a good day. So I'm like, what was the problem there? Why is she not happy to have a job, to interact with people? Even just saying have a nice day doesn't take that much happiness. Let's be honest. So we can all use more happiness. So let's start with, when I think of happy thoughts, I think of food. I do. I love to eat. So the taste buds send signals to our brain that tell us, oh, this food is making me happy. So I say, eat the cake, eat the cookie, eat whatever it is that makes you happy. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Tameka, this is not good advice. But bear with me if you will. Now, without neglecting reason and sound mind judgment, yes, eat the cake. Sometimes it's a salad, actually, that makes me feel happy because I feel like, okay, I'm nourishing myself, I'm balancing out myself. So my main point, when you focus on happiness, practically put things on your taste buds to send signals to your brain to say, yes, we are happy. So what sense is closely related to taste? Smell. The same thing with our nose. We have sensors in our nose. They pick up most of the aromas out there and send signals to our brain telling us, oh, this scent makes me feel happy. Why do we buy candles? Those oil sticks, incense, plug-ins, those things will never go out of style because we like to bring in happiness through aromas. There was a study in 2015, scientific proof that lavender will actually slow down the activity of the nervous system. Now, I found this to be an astonishing finding because stress is the #1 cause for all major diseases. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I do play one at home. And I say, if we can decrease or eliminate stress, we decrease or eliminate disease. So grab some lavender, sit back and enjoy. So after the taste, smell, we move over to the ears. Our ears can behold beautiful sounds that will invoke happiness. Now our ears are a little different. They don't have sensors, but they have drums and fluid that kind of, feed the vibrations to our brain saying, oh yeah, these sounds make me happy. What about listening to birds chirping in the morning? There's something about that sound that's so energizing and yet calming. I love it. Or your favorite music. I love reggae. So I'll turn on some reggae to bring up my spirit, bring up my vibe, feed happiness into my brain. What about audiobooks? Absolutely, yes. Joel Osteen, he used to be my favorite. And then I went to Mel Robbins. She's awesome. I just finished listening to Richard Bouchard. Totally amazing. So bottom line, yeah, find what feeds happiness to your brain through your ears. These are just practical ways to increase your happiness. All right. So if we are listening to, say, a book or music, we're typically going to our phones or some form of media to get the media off, right? So we're using our eyes. Our eyes as well. Woo, they can behold some beautiful sights. What about the colors on the leaves when they're changing, when the seasons are changing? It's amazing. Take time to appreciate that. I know we're driving the kid to daycare and, we hurried up and packed the lunch and he's in the back talking about who knows what. Take a moment and just take in through your eyes the beautiful sights that there are. I want you to try this. The next time you're in the supermarket or wherever you are, it could be anywhere, and you're standing in line, waiting, starting to get a little impatient, starting to feel a little unhappy. I don't know who that is at my door this time of the morning. They're going to have to wait. So where was I? Yes, so I want you to really try this. When you're in line waiting and you're starting to feel unhappy, I want you to look at your phone and pull up that picture, pull up that video of your loved one, your child, or something that makes you smile, something that makes you happy. You'll forget you're in line. Trust me, it really works. All right, we're almost at the end. I have one more sense to cover. Can anyone guess what that is? It's the sense of touch, feeling. It's the biggest sense. Our skin is the largest organ on our body, so take advantage. What do you like to touch, to feel? Do you like to cuddle under blankets or comforters? I can't believe somebody's at my door. Blankets or comforters, or do you like to touch rose petals? What about the feel of hugs? These are all practical ways to increase your happiness so that the next time the heartbreak attempts to happen, maybe it'll just be a crack. Maybe your heart won't totally break, right? Because you're already in a state of heightened happiness. Happiness also brings about understanding of other people, and I think that's where a lot of heartbreak comes from, not being able to step into the shoes of the other person. I'm going to end this video now. I do have to go to work, and I wonder who that is at my door. I'm going to let you know who that is. But in wrapping up, I know we talked about the things that we want to do in the beginning. We have news about yoga, and we want to look in this box for your letters. When we close, I want you to think about one thing today that you look forward to happening, or you look forward to doing. One person you look forward to seeing, something. I want us to look forward to something every single morning when we wake up. Today, for me, I'm looking forward to seeing my son. He's with his dad, and he's expecting this toy to come on Friday. Well, it came yesterday, and I cannot wait to pick him up from daycare so that he can walk in and see this toy that he was not expecting to have yet. I hope he's surprised. And I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe found it useful. I don't know what we're going to be talking about the next time. Maybe it'll be perseverance. Yeah, like that person at my door, they're showing a lot of perseverance. All right, I gotta go. I'll talk to you soon.